in their best of 3, and now we're getting into this matchup between UFrag. UFrag, of course, came 3rd place at the prior Epic LAN, the one that just went past, Epic 17. They were bested by Infused Mix and, of course, Barrage that went on to win the event. So it's going to be interesting to see some more UFrag this time around. But of course, this is a fairly different lineup in terms of what we're used to seeing. Actually, they're going to be having a stand-in. Adam 5 isn't available, so they've actually brought in XFP. Of course, your boy XF Pizzle played for teams like All 4 and stuff. So he's been around for a while. Very effective player. Ash is going to actually take in the helms in terms of who's calling for this one as well, and they've got JT coaching them from behind the reins, so could be quite interesting to see how they play into this round. Though it's looking quite effective as the CTs get bodied, to be honest with you. They do find that frag onto Pal, but it's only one of the 2 that UFrag have been able to find. Creeping their way towards that A bomb site now. Camille will be hot on his toes to try and get there to defend it, but are they going to commit?
Well, there was a cheeky bit of chat banter at the beginning of the game. I'm not sure if you saw, where XFP just said 5A first round. Oops, sorry, wrong chat. So it was good banter.
It's goofed him, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's really showed them, but they are going for the B play. Catching Reeks out of position there, surrounding him, finally get the frag, even trying to go for the knife there, but the man on the site still alive. Not for long, however. Yoshi takes him down in the end, and so it is just Camille 1v4 in a bit of an unfavourable situation here. He's got to get in, he's got to do some dirty work, and so far, they're not making it easy for him. Crouching underneath, what was that? That was just weird. It worked for some reason, but unfortunately he's unable to do any damage, and so the first round going to UFrag. Do they have hope in this game?
I mean, it's a hard one to call, right? Like, obviously, Refuse looked strong up against FM in that prior game, but then there was a lot of mistakes on display as well that really came into play. It just depends. I mean, if they play their own game, they've definitely got a chance. They've made it this far, get into the final. They've gone for a very SMG-heavy buyer here, and it seems to be working out fairly effectively. Powder knocked down to 9 HP on that first face, but you will be able to best Maul easy. They do have another 2 MP7s. He's actually been able to get another frag as well. Camille couldn't quite take him down, so low on HP, but he is still finding those frags. Reeks finally takes 1 down, though. Ash is going to hit the ground towards mid.
Yeah, puts it into a 3-on-4. Another power solo, and only take 1 bullet to deal the damage. Reeks getting lit up, just trying to recover that weapon, but it's not going to work out. Crossfire's in place, and XFP the man to finish him off. He will go down, leaving it at 2v4. And once again, Neeks, he loves a bit of shotgun, doesn't he? He just loves a little bit of shotgun. Why not? Right, he's going to be up against Biggie. Biggie Smalls with the MP7. Not sure why, but the MP7 held like that as well. He does get 1. That's a bit of dollar in the bank, but Pal from behind should be able to dispatch Nexus, and he will. Putting the second round on the board. They keep 3 players alive, so the economy's not going to be too poor, but they do lose a few, so it could have been worse, but it also could have been better.
Oh, I was just thinking, by the way, do you know what's interesting? The fact if they actually win this, like, one of the tickets will go to XFP, but Adam would still have to, like, get a ticket paid for by the org, because obviously it's the only 5 members that compete, so that's interesting. Anyway, getting into this round, being able to actually get that second one with relative ease. You don't expect too much to actually come out from Refuse now, just pistols in their pockets, just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Camille actually getting locked down to very low HP there with that little mortar strike coming in, just nading over by Sandbags or wherever his position.
Doing the damage, but X is back in with the P250. And they're actually making a round out of this one. Finally getting put down, but the damage has been done. Once again, being brought down to just 3 players alive. It all comes down to Exis, but all he really needs to do here is get 1 kill, and he'll be fine. That's all he needs in this one. And he can do enough damage to that T-side economy that it's going to be weak enough going into the next few rounds. He maybe spotted it. XFP straight in the head, puts him down. And I think XFP would just give Adam 5 the ticket.
No, you can't. It's non-transferable.
Nah, it can't be.
It's non-transferable.
That seems a bit harsh.
Well, I read it, so it's non-transferable. But anyway, we're getting into the action now. For anyone that's wondering as well, by the way, to Tafuridas. I don't know how you say it. Sorry, Hype. But that is Hype is back, of course. That's his actual name, I believe, with a couple more S's on the back there. But anyway, mid-aggression actually coming out as they try and bombard their way through. They want to batter down the defenses. And the first man that's going to be there is going to be Exus. Gets the opener, takes down Yoshi, but the trade comes in. Pal lands the quick shot to bring them back to a 4 versus 4.
Yeah, this is really not looking too bad for UFrag in their first gun round. If they can hold on to the lead that they've got, they're going to give themselves a really good chance in this first map. This is Refuse's pick, so it's an important one, but Neeksy with the AWP this time. He's traded out, no more shotguns for him. He's making it work. Puts it into a 3 versus 2, but the frag comes back. XFP trades it straight out and the smoke goes down. Now they're looking to execute onto this B site. This is looking pretty good. Question is it all a fake? No, they are committing now. The bomb heading to the site. Ash is the man to do the planting, as you said. He is going to be the one calling today. The flank coming in, however, XFP needs to deal with this, and he does. Takes down Camille, leaving it all to Moralizi. Moralizi takes the first man. That's the bomb carrier down. 40 seconds left in the round. It all comes down to XFP now. Nade goes in. No damage being done, and the head comes off. Moralizi wins out, and Refuse put their first on the board. And they may have kept it close, but they got the round. That's what matters.
Yeah, getting that first round on the board is vital. Now, UFrag's money has been busted. The doors have been blown off. They've taken all the money. There's nothing left inside the bank for UFrag. Terrifying stuff. There'll be a report on BBC News about that later on. But what are they going to attempt to go for here? Seems like it will just be a door burst. Surprisingly enough, they are going to try and get the boost going up as well. Someone onto Shroud spot. They should have heard that audio key. Looks like he fluffed the jump a little bit at first, and a flashbang goes out. Here's coming the door burst. In terms of that position, he should be able to shut him down. A little bit of a fluff in terms of actually being able to even get out onto the site. And here it comes. Fire from above. Absolutely obliterating UFrag there. Perfect read coming out from the C2s.
Yeah, fire in the booth. They have been destroyed. Good amount of money, however, across the board for UFrag. The only man a little bit low is Powell, and I'm loving that picture from Hype. That's great. Cheeky bit of Yoshi. And then Yoshi seems to have drawn his own UFrag logo, which is cute. Yep. It looks like a 3-year-old, doesn't it?
Yep, that's an original logo right there. It's a little bit to the side, isn't it? A little bit off to the left.
Yeah, he's messed up a little bit somewhere along
I like the fact that Hype's just got a picture of Yoshi.
Yeah,
like
no,
Yoshi's
I said.
face. Oh, did you?
So
yeah. Sorry, just like Yoshi's face just zoomed in.
Yeah, no, I like that. They should get a little bit closer.
It's an interesting one. Actually, I don't know if you saw it, the tweet I put out where I just zoomed into Powell's face. So
yeah, I did.
Good.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. You sent me.
Solid tweet. Solid tweet. That.
You actually PM'd me.
Did I?
Yeah, it was a quote from the Hoss.
Alright, well, there you go. So anyway, getting into this game, 4 versus 5. UFrag, of course, they've taken a fair bit of damage. Powell, he's been dented a little bit. It's like a, you know, it's an old car, it's a nice car, but it's got a massive scratch on it, and you're like, oh, God, whatever will we do?
I have no idea. What will we do? You tell me.
Probably just wait for it to die. Actually, XFP is going to try and get that frag onto Exus, but he can't quite do it. The battle of the X's now, and he is going to fall, leaving a 4 versus 4 scenario for the rest of the contestants to attempt to fight their way through. Nelxy playing underneath vent with that auto shotgun in his hand. Could be a surprising feat up against Ash. Can he get a 2K? Unfortunately not. He will be able to get 1, but a P90 spray comes in. 3K. That's a hat trick. Wowzers.
I'm just here shaking my head. P90 spray down, all that it takes. 1, 2, 3. Straight through the head. And the game is up. And Neek's here. He can actually afford a rifle. He's just choosing to go with the Mac 10. Oh, sorry, the XM. Just being obnoxious, basically. But hey. If it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid. The push coming up through mid here. Ash does manage to get the opening frag onto Axis, but the spray down comes in. Camel 1 and 2. Nice and easy. And Moral easy. Moral cleaning up. It just leaves Powell left alive. Trying to get the frag onto Moral easy, but it's not going to work. Pistol comes out. Spam comes in. 4 rounds on the board. UFrag to buy. Game, set, and round.
Yeah, nice stuff coming out there. Right then. Would I be able to bounce back into this one? Or will things begin to spiral out of control for Team Refuse now? It looks like the T's are just going to opt to go for a bit more of a slower default, just holding ready for that counter boost, and this could be a smart play, as it seems like there is potential for one to be coming out. Powell's in a prime time position to shut him down, and will land the headshot. Good stuff there. That's nice to see. Not getting too overzealous, just holding back, playing a slower style of CS, waiting for the mistakes to come to you. And this could be another mistake right about here. Unfortunately, just a tag, not quite the frag being landed onto more LZ there. Will just take him down to 27 HP.
Yeah, it's the same problem we're seeing from the last map. They're carrying it on. They're just getting over-aggressive, trying to win aim kills absolutely everywhere, and they're getting faced with AWPs, AKs, whatever it may be, just holding the angle. UFrag, they're happy to just sit back, wait for you to come to them, and as soon as you do, they'll gun you down. And so, that's what's happening right now. 2 versus 5. They've really let this one step out of control. It's going to be 4-4 on the board, unless something incredible can happen. Neeks, they were talking about this earlier, absolutely out in the open, finds himself one and a nice little tag. How he's allowed to get away with a position like that, you have to wonder what is going on for the refrag not to come in. But finally they do take him down, and it leaves Moral Easy 1 versus 4. No health to speak of. You can't expect him to be able to do too much in this round. The bomb now going down. He is spamming all of his utility in, gets one with the nade. And actually he's turned this situation around relatively. It shouldn't be doable, but he's definitely done a job. He gets 1 frag, and there's only Ash left. This is absolutely huge. He has done so much work. Can he get the clutch? He knows exactly where Ash is now. All it's going to take is a bit of utility, and he should be able to win this one. Ow! But he can't do it. Ash takes him down, and although he did so much work there, it just wasn't enough.
I think it's just kind of weird how, like, Ash just kept peeking him towards the end there, and I don't know, that just looked kind of weird. I'm not sure if GoTV was kind of like bugged for me. It just looked like Ash was just facing for like 20 seconds. I think my GoTV might have lagged.
Yeah, I think he did.
I think it did. I was going to say, that was a really weird like face. Like Ash just sort of peeked him and just held the wide peek. So probably just GoTV bugs on my end, odd stuff. But anyway, he is able to actually pick up that round. This time around though, round. We are going to see Hyper's back actually done in the Mat 10. Wants to try and get a bit of a cash builder going, but they are going to have full armor. XFP kicks things off though as he takes down Excess, forcing Camille out of position. He has to scurry away now to try and get behind cover as mid is entirely under the controls of the T. It's their domain now, but it looks like they will actually be counter boosting back over and possibly going for a bit of a late A play towards B here, it seems.
Well,
actually,
it's totally possible, so...
Yeah, basically what they want to do, right, is just leave Hype sort of on the lurk late into the round and then go for a late B, it seems. But the CTs, they're back in to try and recontest mid here. They've gone for a bit of a boost. There's 2 of them in close proximity, and they are going to be backing off now.
Yeah, they've got the opening frag. They just need to sit back, wait for the execute to come in. And they should be able to trade their way into the site, get the frags. But a nice little position from Moralarizi. If they do go for that A site, they're going to catch him out, but it's not going to happen. They're going towards B here. They're heading off. Question is, are they going to be able to deal with it? They're going to have to go toe-to-toe with Nexi, and Reet. We've seen them do a hell of a lot of work holding down sites, but Reet straight away goes down. The nade from the grave takes 1, but he can't quite make it happen. Unable to put more damage in. Now it's left just the 2 players to try and reclaim this round and stop UFrag taking the lead once again. First to 5 rounds, it's always a big battle. It's always a bit of a struggle. The spam just coming in. Nothing is happening right now. Camille just sitting up on high. What can he really do at this point? They finally start to push in, but XFP on the site. All he has to do is play. He has 2 teammates alive. This should be relatively easy. And in the end, they take down Moral Easy. No clutch for him this time. And so UFrag, they're the first 1 to 5 rounds. Strategically, mentally, this is a big milestone.
Yeah, huge stuff on the board for them. That's going to be ridiculous. I mean, what they've done as well, they've broken the economy of Refuse now. Nothing to really play with. They are going to go for a bit of a deco. 3 Deagles, 2 P250s, only 1 armor on display. No utility at all in terms of the investment they've actually gone for. And a fast A take seems to be coming their way. This could be a bit of a detriment though. Actually good stuff. They're going to be holding it back, just slowing down. They have been seen, which is going to quickly force out that the rotate. In this sort of terms of things, it would probably be worth just backing off, but they're still going to attempt to roll with it. The smokes go out, and the first frag goes away more easy. Lands that dig onto Hyper's back. That is not fantastic at all. And look at this. Everyone has quickly rotated over there, because, of course, when he went for that little main peek, he saw everyone. All 4 members just holding it, just waiting for the fake to come out. And this has not been good. The Deagles, oh my god, more easy through the door. See you later, Ash. Now done. Into a 1 versus 2. Yoshi and XFP, they're on the site. Actually does not have a kit to work with. Will be able to scavenge himself a little Mac 10 though, that little PDW. Bots and AWP as well, might be worth just trading up into that bad boy, but going to be playing around that smoke right now. Wants to try and work out what they're doing. Yoshi's fallen back so he can spot the bomb. It is kind of planted for short, so he can just check that. Just playing from behind sandbags here. XFP just holding in behind truck. Just going to peek occasionally to try and find the headshot. Makes his presence known, but the AWP has been picked up, of course. Thinking that he has a Mac 10 in his hands. It's going to go for the reface, but finds the frag nonetheless. Huge play there for UFrag. They're going to get that 6th round on the board.
You'll have to forgive me. I was talking there. It's just my mic was muted.
I wondered. I was like, ah.
Yeah. I was actually saying some interesting stuff. I think it's the most interesting I've ever said, but I'm not going to repeat it. So that's that, really. I just have to let it drift into the ether as we do get to... That is a shame, I know. I know you'll be upset about that, but the buy is back out. And so Refuse back onto the AWP. They should be looking good into this one. It's a fast B-take coming out, actually, from UFrag. They're getting real up close and personal, but reaching the vents, we've seen him so many times in this position. It is strong. Just depends, are UFrag going to give away the frags for free? And so far they've been playing it pretty carefully overall, so they're not giving anything away right now. UFrag are the kind of team who just play, I hate to say in a dreamy way, but you know, they have a lot of hope for every game. As Pal opens it up onto Neeks, and so if they can get themselves rolling, they really will be able to do some damage. XFP taking down Camel, and now looking good. They can find one frag. Reeds finds it instead, however, and this is looking much, much worse now. 2 on 3. Finally, they get one back in their favour as Pal takes it down, but he's traded out, and it leaves just Ash remaining 1 versus 2 on some nice positions. Luckily, he has the bomb, so he can try and get out of here. He's been heard. Moraleezy knows what's going on, and so the full rotate can come over. They know exactly what's happening. And Ash, he may think he's running into an empty site here. Let me tell you, he's not. He's going to see that flashbang pop out. He might as well have gone towards B, to be honest. He's still going to be up against 2 players. There's not too much he can do. Bit of an awkward swap there from Axis. Not quite sure what he's doing, but Ash remains alive. If just for a few more seconds, this peak could mean everything, and he gets the kill, taking down Moraleezy. Now 1 versus 1. Axis versus Ash. The nade goes in, does a bit of damage. That's about all. Burnt out of position, needs the frag, and he gets it. What on earth Axis was doing there? He should have just sat back, relaxed, chilled out. That's all he needed to do, and he would have won the round. Instead, he tries to go for the frag, and he loses out.
I mean, the thing is, right, in terms of what he's done, obviously he's utilised that utility to try and stop him from being able to get the plant. But Ash just straight out went for it, just decided, you know what, I've got no time now, I'm just going to go for the face and just try my best. So just unfortunate. If he would have been running away, Ash would have been out of position, could have tried to fall back for the bomb plant, but at that point he would have been able to sort of shoot him in the back anyway. So really just awkward stuff in this play there. Pal's heard that audio cue of the vent breaking and has actually got a massive tag off onto Reeks as well. But it's XFP to get the opener. Is going to be a drop in Exus with just a few seconds into the round. And just look how low Reeks is. He's doing his diehard impression, but he's doing a terrible one. When he's 16 HP left, he limps his way out.
Yeah, really, bit of a disaster. He just wanted to man it up, grow some balls, and it didn't work because he got his balls blown off by a grenade and a nice shot from Pal to close out Camille. 5 versus 3 now. They're dealing with this eco round very well. And this, by all intents and purposes, should go to them. But a nice little flank comes out. Moraleezy with the 1D. Finds 1, looking for a second, but he can't connect. And so 2 now versus 4. And as I say that, Reets, the low man, goes down. So it is just Neeks, the man who loves a good old shotgun, versus 4. No shotguns in reach. And so if he gets 1 frag, maybe picks up a weapon, that's about all he can ask for this Christmas. Maybe able to find the AK from the man that died. But it looks like old Hype is looking to get rid of it. Does put it on top of the truck. And now he needs to get some help. He needs to get someone over to give him a hand. Low HP versus a P250. Not going to work too well. And there we go. Goes down in the end. Because his teammate just wasn't there in time. Yoshi finally arrives. And the whole rotation's come in. Hunting down Neeks is their mission. And they will succeed. If not a bit sloppy. Yoshi takes him down in the end. And so... You're right there. Having a good old breathe.
Has my mic settings changed? Because I think that's what it is. Like I was just noticing then. I don't pretty what it was.
That's alright, I'll let you off.
I know, that's weird. Yeah, I could see it like changing, that's why I was interested. But anyway, We are going to be jumping back in, of course. In terms of what we can see, UFrag are actually looking very dominant. They've had such a heavy-handed T-half so far. And they should actually be able to kick this off with another round, potentially, as Hype is back, finds that frag as more easy, seconds into the round, turns it into a 2K as well. Huge stuff coming out from UFrag right now. The CTs are getting completely bodied.
The nades raining in. Reach trying to do a bit of damage there through the smoke, but it's not going to work. How many nades do they have? My lord. Absolutely everything right now. Either smoked, on fire, or with a nade under it. Hype here just cleaning up. And really, this is just another case of over-peaking. Everywhere they have an opportunity, they peak. And it's just not working. You saw that there. The AWP tried to open up the round, peeking onto a main. And instead of falling back when he misses a shot, just keeps peeking. It's just silly. Nice opening frag once again from Yoshi. Does come out. Taking down Reitz. Man in mid. But there's still a relatively decent amount of chance that they can win out on this one.
User in your channel.
Refuse really not too much space in this one. Neeks does get a nice little kill there onto Yoshi, but that's about all he's getting as of right now. There's Hype cleaning up. Only 2 versus 4 remaining now. There isn't too much you can expect from him here. Nice little spam there from Hype. Almost getting himself a frag, but it is not to be. A push coming onto the A site once again. No one to contest it. Quick little flank is coming in from Axis, but he's not going to get very far. As his head ripped clean off and Camille the last alive. 1 versus 4, and you can't expect to get too much done in this round. Yeah, he does get himself one little frag and a second one, but Ash shuts him down in the end, and let's get Jackie back in. Hello.
To your channel.
Hey there.
What happened?
I don't know, TeamSpeak crashed, so fantastic.
Rest in peace.
But anyway, getting back into this game, looking fairly fresh. I mean, this really should be UFrag's half to run away with ease right now, just obliterating their opponents. In terms of what they've got to play with, they have an abundance of money, but that's not going to matter, as this is the final round of the half. Their opponents are armed to the teeth as well, and it's looking like they're actually going to go for a massive counter boost play here. Yoshi gets the opener, Reitz comes in with 1, take that! Gonna make it 2. Ash comes in to actually trade him out though, and leaving things in a 3 versus 3 scenario. The T's have looked so strong so far. I mean, if they can go through this half with an 11-4 scoreline, that would be ridiculous. Yeah,
that would be really, really strong. But the thing about Refuse is, what we've seen from them so far is, it's their T side that is really strong. They're just playing, they play their CT side as if it's the T side. So, going into the next one, I feel like, going into the next half, I feel like they are going to be a better team. Or they're going to show us some more work. Nice little position up on Shrewd. Here for Moral Easy. Question is, do they check it? It's not the first thing you check when you go into the site, but hopefully they're just going to have a quick peek. They're going to notice him up there as they run out, and they do. Ash straight away looks up, notices the man, double peeks, takes him down, and now 3 versus 2. The bomb going down nice and open, so they can get that A main after plant position. And this should be 11 rounds in the board. There should be no room here for the CTs to try and recover this round, as long as UFrag are able to hold on. Neeks there just about missing the head of Hype in the site. They're still pushing. They're surrounded from all sides. Overpeak comes out from XFP, but it's not going to matter. The trade frag comes in, and now it's all down to Hype. He's not got much health here. He's sticking it. Oh no, he's stuck it. He's got that. Sugar puffs. That's not very good. And 5 runs on the board.
Devastating stuff there for UFrag. Unfortunately, not being able to get that final round, but they are going to be happy with that, of course. Dominantly winning the half. 10 rounds to the 5 of Refuse.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, 10 rounds is very good. But this is Refuse's T side. If UFrag take the pistol here and then take the first gun round, they could be looking really good to take this first map, which is Refuge's Refuge? Refuge? Thanks, John. Refuses.
Refugee.
Refugees pick.
Team refugee.
Great. That is.
I don't know why that's funny, but anyway. Hype is back, kicks things off. In terms of the buys they've actually got to work with, it's fairly restricted in terms of utilities. You can tell it's going to be more of a B-style play. They're going to be blasting their way out, and they're actually battering down the defenses now. This is going quite well. These Glocks proving absolutely far too strong at close range. Yoshi through the vents though, busts out, rucks them down, and XFP to finish things off, proving that he's a cut above Ash.
So does this mean UFrag are better than FM?
That's not really how it works. You can't base a team off one online best of 3.
I don't know about this. I do not know about this. But I'm pretty sure we can now confirm, UKCSGO confirmed that FM have fallen below UFrag. So there you go, people. Enjoy that snippet. Enjoy that snippet of
Hype
information.
is back. Going to be able to find that frag, utilising that UMP into more easy. Takes him down. This time around as well, counter-terrorists. They've gone for the heavy FE-Gem buy. The heavy SMG buy. Dude, I've been struggling to speak all day.
F&M? Thinking about a bit of F&M, are you?
But it's ridiculous in terms of like what they've actually like got on the board here. This SMG buy is way too heavy. You've got two like sort of light SMGs, the MP9 and the MP7, that are really quite risky in terms of their capability. You know, it's going to be a struggle. I don't mind the UMP buys, but in terms of cash, I feel that's a bit too UMP SMG eccentric.
Well, another thing is, you know, they at some point they have to upgrade all of these SMGs. So it's a bit of a risky play. You're going to make the money.
You're going to make the money back easily if you can get the kills, but if not, it's a major cash sink.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really not what they want to be going for, but they may be able to open up here. It's going to be Hype up close and personal, trying to do damage with that UMP, but he's surrounded. Luckily, his teammates there, XFP, trying to do the damage, but just getting tapped away, puts it into a 3 versus 3, but Powell up on high, tapping away with that MP9. That's all it takes. Money in his pocket, and bank being made. Loads of cash on the side of UFrag. So it's a bit risky, but it's paid off for them in the end. The hype comes out. No, the AWP comes out on Hype. And while they have won these rounds relatively without loss, like I said, with all SMGs, they had to upgrade everything. So money still not massively good, but it's also not that bad. I mean, it could be worse.
Did you? I don't even know what you just said before that, but you said something that I was going to pull up on, but I forgot about it now, don't worry about it. But anyway, yeah, the double up setup actually coming out. One, of course, on Pal, the main AWP for the side, and one on Hype is back. XFP is going to fall, but Pal proving that he can utilise that AWP quite well to get the opener on to the T's. Now, it's a 3 versus 4, making their way towards that B bomb site. There's going to be one man on the back of the site, and he's going to have to go massive. Hype with the AWP in his hands, finds the headshot onto XS. Can he follow it up? No.
Fair enough. No, he can't. Reitz takes him down with the AK-47 bomb now on the site, but it's still a 3 versus 2 situation. They can definitely put a little bit of work into this one. Reitz just trying to get a nice quick frag before they can get onto the site and get the retake underway. The flame does go down, and Moral Easy, he's going to be the man to unearth, but Reitz, he's got a nice afterplay position. There we go, the frags come in now, it all comes down to Powell. Can he win this one out? It's not going to be an easy round. It should have been. But he's got to do the work now. He has to put the work in if he wants to win this. He's getting himself a very nice position. They may not be aware of it, but now they are. He misses the no-scope, and Moral Easy takes him down. 6 rounds on the board. But, I mean, UFrag, if they'd won that, yeah, it would have been plain sailing. But it's still not too bad. It's still very much doable.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in terms of things you'll work with right now, yeah, they don't have a buy-in right now for them. They should be able to buy in the following round. Like, ideally, this is going to be fine. So it's not that big of a deal. Reef, you should actually be able to pick this one up relatively easily. There's not a lot that UFrag can actually achieve.
Alright, but anything they can get in this round is going to be good enough. One frag comes out from Yoshi, but getting caught out as he tried to run onto the site, and now that long range, Moral Easy, of course, is going to win that one out. Nice and easy. 4 versus 2 now. The last 2 CTs alive. If they can set up for some exit frags, maybe find 1 kill, that would be good. Save a weapon, but as Hype goes down, it leaves it all to XFP. And you can see him fleeting. He's off. See you later. Have a nice day. Ciao, ciao. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Yeah, any more? Did you do like Japanese or something?
I can do Japanese, can I? What does that mean?
Well, I thought you knew Japanese or something.
No? I know the Japanese word for pig.
What's that?
Pigu.
I bet you're a massive Yogscast fan, aren't you?
What do you mean? The
just
Japanese
love
word
it.
for pig is pigu.
Yeah, but you just love your Yogscast. That's the problem.
Where is that even
love a
coming
cheeky
from?
bit of Yogscast.
Right, let's just get back into the game. Let's get this underway. Hopefully see some damage coming out here. Hyper's back playing on a close angle with that MP9. Has caught the arm of Exius, but that's all he's going to catch. He's not going to sink anyone on that T side today. We'll be able to slip back and get onto the site though. This push is still coming out. It's still attempting to unfold. That flashbang buying him a little bit more time, but will it be enough?
Well, any time will work right now. The push is just edging towards this B site. They're not committing to anything just yet. Nixie just looking up towards the hut area. He knows someone's there in general, but Powell opens it up, taking that first frag, and there we go. Hype puts the MP9 to work. If he can recover one of the AKs, that would be decent, but there's a lot of work to do. If Refuse want back into this one, it's going to be economy reset. It's going to be tough for them if they can't win out on this one. Moraleezy catching at Ash there. That was a bit of an awkward exchange, but he does win out in the end, and Camille now climbing over Red could find himself an easy frag. XFP out of position, getting caught out there, but the trade comes in, puts it in a 2v2 situation as the bomb goes down on the site. And Moraleezy trying to get in position, is going to lose out to Powell, so 2v2 retake now as the bomb goes down on the A site. And Reitz, 1v2, we've seen him do it before, can he do it now? No he can't, headshot comes in, Powell opened it up, closed it out. Nice and easy. Where's that bomb? Where's that bomb? There he is.
It's all gone wrong. Powell needs some glasses.
Needs a lot more than
of
glasses.
Bit of Mike Powell. Whoa! What does that mean?
Nothing. He did very well this round, actually. I just thought it was a good comment. That's all. Didn't mean anything.
That's kind of flame. He's not going to be happy, mate. You watch next LAN, you're getting beaten up by the Mike Powell.
Oh no.
Mike,
Please.
Crazy Smurf Powell. You know, he's going to beat you up. But anyway, let's see how this one is going to go down. Getting back into the action. Round 22. If you are just joining us, this is the first map of the grand finale here to see which team will be getting themselves some free tickets and that all-important first seed at the next Insomnia tournament. That is going to be I-57 going down towards the end of March, so it's not too far away. Both of these teams are battling out for that spot. This is the grand final. Team Refuse, the Polish side. They've done well in a few tournaments prior to this. They're probably one of the sort of 5th best Polish team in terms of what we can see, I'd probably say quite safely. And then you've got UFrag, a very strong up-and-coming UK team. Yoshi, though, he's going to be sent off to the burns with Camille. Pops up, takes down Powell. It's a 4 versus 3. And it's not looking fantastic.
Absolutely, they do get one back in, and Ash finding another one. This is looking a lot better as XFP rewards himself with another kill. And this retake suddenly turned on its head. Could actually look pretty good. The nade does manage to deal with XFP as the climb comes in. Exis handles that with ease as Ash now 1 versus 2, and he can't make it happen. Exis does all the damage, 3k in the round. And unfortunately, they turn it into a good situation, but they can't quite close it out. And once again, they're going to be forced to save it. Refuse. While they're not doing it in a clean manner, they are getting themselves back into this. Problem is, already 14 rounds on the board for UFrag. You never know, they may just be able to close out this first map. And all things considered, Refuse, maybe they're a little bit tired out here, I don't know, but they're not looking like the Refuse we saw in the last map. It's going to be an A-site stack. I like to see that. Might as well risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Give yourself at least 50% chance of doing some damage. And X is spamming away. Does manage to get himself 3, taken down in the end. AK recovered onto Yoshi. All he needs to do, run away, save that, bring it into the next one. And this is a reasonable round.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, fair play to them. They've been able to actually batter their way through, really tearing UFrag down now, which is a lot better because it looked shaky in terms of what we'd seen prior to this. And the biggest worry was, if UFrag were allowed to somehow miraculously get this round, where would Refuse be? Back to square one. No money at all in the bank. They'd be struggling. It'd all be abysmal. You know, people would be screaming in the streets, Harold.
They do that anyway. Depends what streets you're looking at.
I mean, I live in South London, so I see it quite often.
What, the streets?
Yeah, just people screaming in the
Just
streets.
random people, just yeah,
Having a scream, really.
just having a good old scream. Well, I'm not gonna say, you know, I haven't given it a try. Having a good old scream in the street. Sometimes it's a stress reliever. Sometimes. Match paused. Who called for the pause? Yoshi is lagging. Oh no.
Yeah.
Are you
Some
Jackie
issues
Hunter?
there. Sorry?
Are you Jackie Hunter in chat?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
So you've been flaming me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you're bad, kid.
I'm disappointed, to be honest, Jackie.
What does that even mean?
What it means, you've not been paying attention to the game.
Yeah? It's called windowed mode.
think I'm
It's
just
called
gonna-
having two monitors.
I think I'm just going to time you out, to be honest.
Okay, cool.
Wow, well, we were. Well, I need to go back and see what you've said in that case.
I've typed some stuff, but anyway, let's be serious now. Come on, this is the grand final. Let's get into this. What's going down? I mean, Refuse, obviously, they're struggling right now up against UFrag. UFrag are just bodying them. Into this round, they're not really going to have a lot to play with. This is going to be another eco, ideally. They've got enough of a buffer that they can give them this 10th round on the board. Get this out of the way. Play it more of just go for some information play more than anything. Just try it out a little bit, shock and awe. And then in the following round, get the full buy coming in and just really hit them hard at that point. That's what I want to see. There's potential for them to do so. Hopefully they can. Obviously, what's going through their mind is the potential fact that if we do go for a bit of a buy now, try and wear their economy down because it is a little bit shaky. That could work out quite well for us. We don't want them to build up too much of a bank. But it's probably just worth just getting a couple of pistols, maybe 1 or 2 smokes, and just holding out for the following round.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, when you're in this sort of a situation, you've got 14 rounds on the board. It's sort of a toss-up between, do we try and really just force it out every round, just try and get the little economic advantage, or do we just sit back, wait it out, save, and maybe get a really good chance in one round? The problem is, when you force up, it's sort of, you feel like, well, we're giving it a good try every time, but if we save, we've only got one chance to try and make it right, to try and make it work. So that's the sort of the thinking. Whether that's going to work is another story, because UFrag so far in the CT side, they've had a few gun rounds go a little bit amiss. They've only won 1 gun round so far. Everything else has been off the back of the pistols, so it's a debatable one. It's a toss-up, but they are going to go for the safe play, which is nice to see, because if you just keep forcing, eventually you're just going to lose out. So it's nice to see, but a nice little push gun down mid. No T presence. Going to reward them with a kill. And off they go to the A site. Nice and slow. Just get up on high. Shoot down. I have the high ground. Anakin.
Oh, man. Yep, there you go. I was going to say it if you didn't.
I know.
That's the perfect time. That's what you go for. You got to drop the Star Wars references in there.
I know.
I have the high ground, Anakin. It's over.
But it wasn't over.
Goddamn.
Anakin won in the end. So
He kind of didn't. Anakin, no. What do you mean Anakin won?
Well,
Anakin didn't win.
technically he did.
No.
He killed Obi-Wan, didn't he?
Well, technically he brought balance to the Force, but he didn't really win. Yeah, anyway. Alright, let's get back into this. Powell, gonna go for that aggressive A main peak, but that is not gonna work at all. Harry pitched it in his head. Talking ahead, his has gone rolling off into the second map. The A onslaught is coming out. They're barraging their way onto the site, and they have to try and hold it back, but they're not able to. Yoshi, he is down and out. His teammates are quick on the scene. But all they're receiving for their troubles are bullets into their cavities.
Excuse you. I don't know about your cavities, but I'd rather keep the bullets out of my cavities, thank you very much. Now, just Ash remaining. It's not going to be easy to save, because they're already going for the hunt. But if he can save this one, it's at the end of the day, it's still only an M4. You know, it's still only an M4. What he can really do with this is debatable. If he can find himself a kill or two here, he'll be doing well. Whether he's going to stay alive, probably not. They want his head, they want blood, and they want to fill those cavities with bullets. does find himself one, but now his position is surrendered, and this is probably the worst place to save ever.
Dude, that broke me, let's be real. I'm just gonna say that, woo! Video games. And this is getting close. Things are heating up in here like a little sauna. Ooh! Take your towel off. Actually, put it back on, Harold. Put the towel back on. My god, jeez, never do that to me again. Right, anyway. The CTs, in terms of what they've got to work with, once again, is the pistols. They're going to go for this aggressive mid-play. They want to try and get this counter boost going for them. It's been struggling to actually get off multiple times, but this time it should actually work out. In terms of the defense, they should be ready for it over on the T-half and dispatch them fairly easily. Ecstasy's there. He's heard the audio cues. If he goes for the Molotov, it is going to be a bloody big barbecue.
Love a good barbecue, do I, but so far he's just tapping away, trying to get himself some frags, but it's not going to work. The barbecue comes in. That's my fire sound. Exus takes down Pal. No fire. What was Camille doing there? Just staring into the back of someone's head. Just like, you know what, I'll shoot him eventually, but for now, he can live. 2 versus 4. And they have recovered an AK-47 onto Aj, but he's on 14 HP. I just said H. Oh, God, what am I? A peasant? Nah, HP. And now, Refuse. They're making a good case for a comeback here. Whether... I mean, all UFrag have to do is win 1 round and they can find themselves the overtime. But Refuse, the more experienced... Are they a more experienced team?
What, in terms of like the 2 teams?
Yeah.
You'd probably say so, especially as like how UFrag right now actually have a sub in terms of their actual in-game leader's not calling for them. Ash has had to take over. Plus you've got XFP filling in. So yeah, definitely Refuse would be the favourites in terms of this matchup, and they're finding their way back into it, but it's a bit of a struggle. The A burst actually does come out. The Ts have been given complete reign of the site, and they've zoned all the CTs off now. Perfect use of those smokes. They will get that bomb plant down from main as soon as that smoke... No, actually planting safe. Well, this is quite interesting. They've gone for the boost play as well there with more easy up on top of his teammate Reeks, going for the slightly elevated face. Read in chat there. Ash finds the opener onto more easy, takes him down, knocking his head clean off. Exos playing close from behind box here. This could be quite cheeky.
Yeah, and whatever's happening is not good because I got a bit of GoTV lag there, so we could be... Thing is, we haven't had a GoTV lag yet because we haven't had GoTV. So... I don't know if that's a point, but match point on the board for UFrag now. And should we make a cheeky bet, Jackie?
What?
I bet that UFrag win this round.
What are you basing that off of? Are you just like bet CT all? Is that what we're doing? It's like
Let's
sauce?
do it. You're at Insomnia, I'll buy you a beer.
Alright,
Yeah?
bet T all.
Alright, bet CT all. Alright, so I get a cheeky beer when I win. Yeah?
You won't.
Alright, happy with that. Yeah. Sorted.
You can buy me a beer for actually talking to you. But XFP gets a massive tag off there towards Camille, knocks him down to only 31 HP. For any of you math nerds out there, that's below half. More easy kicks it off with a frag onto Pal though. The Battle of the Orpers comes out, but Hype is back. He's got an Orp in his pocket and he's trying to use it, but unfortunately he won't be able to. That effectively, his teammate is getting torn to shreds. They have to be hot on the scene. It's a 3 versus 3. The retake could come out. The bomb is not even on the site yet as it busts its way out through maybe over by Lecky Box. Ash hits the ground, leaving just Hype in a 1 versus 3. He's got a taser in his back pocket there, but he is just going to go for the save. It makes sense to go for the save, you full well.
Doesn't make sense for my bet.
Yeah, well, this is what I said to you. So I'm looking forward to the beer at I-Series. But anyway, like, this makes sense. You don't want to go in, throw away that orb. I mean, they've got no real money to play with at all. Like, their economy is worse than Greece right now. Let's be real. They've got nothing in the bank, so he is just going to try and save that, but he's not going to be allowed to. He gets taken down, and this is devastating. This is a real bad spot to be in. This means Refuse is going to be able to take this 14th round with ease, and then basically it's going to be overtime or die for UFrag.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I was trying to say earlier when I asked you about more experienced team, is if UFrag do go to overtime here, you're just going to see Refuse shine through, because the second half they've been playing much, much better. They've been getting rounds all over the place, so really you should be able to give it to them at that point. But Hype with a nice little kill there. It's all trade so far, but still, it's pistols on the side for UFrag, so they've got a lot of work to do if they want to try and get back into this. They are walking onto a stacked site here, but with pistols, does it really matter that much? Refusing to give up just yet, and the last man, Ash, on the site will go down. They will get one final bite out of this one, but they've only won 2 gun rounds so far this half. That's 2 out of many. So you've got to ask the question, can they do it? Can they do it?
This is going to be OT. This is literally going to go to OT right now, because you've got to look at the buy. They've been struggling even with, like, a full arsenal in their back pocket, and they're really not looking as on point as they were. It seems like they've begun to burn out at this point, and they keep going for these overzealous faces. The big factor that has been their massive downfall, right, has been the level of aggression we've seen come out. Powell, time and time again, has tried to go for that main face. Oh, God. NVM. Food's repeating on me, but yeah, Powell's tried to go for that main face time and time again, and basically all that's given them is the opener into the round and allowed Refuse to have the one-man advantage up on them. A number game has been so prevalent throughout this entire matchup. This time around, looks like they once again want to try and head towards that A-bomb site. Powell's going to fall, making far too much noise over towards mid there, and the high ground comes into play as the Eye in the Sky Exus takes him down, and soon the A-take will be underway. They've got smokes to work with. Let's see if they use those. They will be doing so now, and they flood out.
Yeah, now once again all down to Hype. This time he has no choice. He can't save this because he can't save into overtime. Does find the opening frag. That's the first one in his wallet. Still 2 more to find. The cheeky boss does come out there. Camille getting on top of Box, but once his position's given away, that's it. All down to Hype with the AWP. Finds one frag. Can he find the second one? Knows the position, but he can't do it. Overtime is inbound. Here we go, Jackie. This is it. Welcome to the finals.
This is the crunch. See, the thing is, right? UFrag, they've had a holiday to the crunch. They've been around the crunch, right? You know, they've dabbled on the crunch. Are they ready for the actual crunch? Because this is the crunch time.
I don't know what you're referring to.
This server's not set up for OT, by the way. So that's
just a draw.
Great. Yeah, it's just gone to draw. And yeah, so we should probably get someone on that to actually fix that, which is amazing.
Nah, let's just let them draw, to be honest. We'll give them 0.5 of a map each.
This is going to make it quite awkward. John Kelly, get on it, mate. Is this the ESL config or something? No, ESL config has overtime. So that's, I don't know why that's happened. NVM. Should we just do that? Should we just say it's a draw for first map?
Yeah.
Should we just go with it?
0.5 of the map.
That's a draw for the first map. So this is now going to be a best of 4 as we add a new map into the map pool.
Only half of it though. You only played 15 rounds.
Yeah.
Sound
Hello, Jackie. We're back.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
I can't join spectate.
Well, you're not meant to. You're meant to join GoTV.
Sorry.
You're forgiven, don't worry. But we are back in nice and Levo as the first round kicks in. This is MMRR3, so there are only 6 rounds in total. Nice and easy, breezy, easy and easy. UFrag, very nice push here. They've got all the information that they need. They know this is going to be an A hit, so they can all rotate over. They have Hype all the way in T spawn right now. There is no worries about this right now, but it all comes down to the man on the site, and Yoshi can't get it done. Goes down straight away, and YPR, XPR, whatever his name is, goes down with him as Powell finds a nice easy 2k. And Ash with another leaves 2 men remaining on the site. Bomb down in enemy territory. They need to recover it somehow as they do take down Hype, leaving it in a 2 versus 2 situation. Health almost exactly the same across the board now. As the bomb finally going down. A little bit of utility to play with on the side of UFrag. But really not a massive amount. They have to get themselves back into this site and start getting some frags right now because they're just being out-positioned. Finally some frags come in, but it's Powell on the receiving end of that weapon. And now Camille recovers himself an AVP. And it shouldn't be too difficult, but he will go down. Very interesting positioning, and Ash! Lucky little headshot there onto Reitz. He didn't even know he got the headshot himself, but he wins the round in the end. 3k in the round for him. Saves the AWP as well. So, interesting first round, but Hype. No, not Hype. UFrag, they win it out, Jackie. Are you in?
My game's just crashed.
Would you like an IP?
That'd be great.
Alright, I'll see if I can find you one.
This is literally like... It's all gone wrong! We've been robbed!
There you go, I put it in the Skype chat.
in rods. I mean, that's not
Yeah, they'll help you in a minute. But Exus
Pass the game.
onto Ash as Neeks straight onto Pal. This round they're giving no picks away. All frags everywhere, every how and every day. Frags coming in like it's Christmas morning, and it leaves just to do with Das. Hype alive on the site. Can he get the work done? No, he can't. The fire and the flames. And Camille will finish him off. 2 versus 5 now. And looking like this second round of overtime is going to be going over to time. Overtime over FPL. What's his name?
XFP or XF Pizzle.
XF Pizzle to the P Diddy. And Yoshi, the last 2 alive, just looking to save their weapons. Interesting choice, seeing as this is overtime. They have loads of money, but you know, whatever floats their boat, really. The IP is in the Skype chat, so
I'm back in. We're good.
welcome back. I've missed you.
Okay, yes. So it's going to be a 2 versus 3. Oh, bad. The bomb is down. Looking like the teams will be able to take this one fairly easily. They're just going to go for these picks. They want to try and take down XFP, but he is able to B-hop his way out of there. Holding this close angle now. Ready for the push to come towards him. Can he get the frags? Ooh, barely getting away with his life there. Cheeky stuff.
Cheeky stuff indeed. But 1-1 in overtime. This is the last round of the half. I like the little MMR3. I think it's cute. You know, you don't have to sit there for too long. You just have 3 quick gun rounds, and that's it. And you just see, right, who's better? Me. And that's all you got to do. Thing is, I would like to see Refuse taking all 3 of these gun rounds on this half, because their CT side is nothing to write home about. It's not massively impressive, and UFrag so far, they've been walking all over it. So, if they can get themselves in a nice position here, they'll be doing well. But
You know what it's like?
What is it like?
It's like UFrag was like the dad that left home years ago, and he's finally come back. He's kissed his mum. He's then slapped his mum, picked up the dog, and then left. That's what they've basically been doing to Team Refuse right now.
I do not understand that.
Exactly. Team Refuse want to try and find their way out onto this bomb site. Let's see if they're going to be able to. The counter boost play coming out. Actually, Yoshi opting to not go for it finally. They are able to seep their way out, utilizing that main smoke to get rid of the fire and flames that is in front of him. Not opting to go through the fire and flames, much like the favourable song by Dragon Force. Pal kicks things off with the shot onto Camille. XFP as well with a 2k. He is an absolute machine right now. Been going absolutely sick throughout this game so far. Really proving how useful he's been, even though he is a stand-in. The 2 versus 4. Ooh, make that a 4 versus 0 as they have annihilated everyone. XFP with 3k on the board for that round. A hat-trick for him. And man, 5 kills already just in overtime alone for this guy. He's been on point.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, with 2 rounds on their T side, I think that's the same amount of rounds they got on their whole T side in regulation, but, you know, whatever. That's pretty decent. They've done pretty well so far. Question is, can they keep up the same CT side that they started with? Because it was, I think it was a 10-5 scoreline. That's really, really decent against a team like Refuse. Is it Refuse? Yeah, it's Refuse. So, if they can hold that into this one, they should be able to take this overtime relatively easily. They're already 2-1 up.
Dan just seems to be getting loads of frags with his deagle, and if you keep that up into the second half, God help him. That's a rattlesnake.
I know, I did get it.
Did you get that? You get it? There you go.
You told me
nice.
before.
Nice, that's good, I'm proud of you. But yeah, into this one. It's going to be interesting to see. Of course, this is a vital round on the board for either side. Refuse, they want to try and get this so they've got themselves a little bit of security, a little bit of a buffer, because things are looking shaky for them right now. It looks like a vastly different team from what we saw actually play against FM Esports. They've begun to bring it back now into the later rounds, but it looked so shaky early on.
Yeah, absolutely. X is opening it up there onto Yoshi. Why is my thingy still open? I don't know. I don't get her either. 8. Who's 8? Let's have a look. Mr. Moralisi is going to be the man that has to open this up. He's up on Shroud, getting the tag off, and somehow Pal just not realising, but he does wake up in the end, figures it out, and so Moralisi shouldn't have an easy way out of this. Finally escapes, but the damage has gone through. 4 versus 5, but the HP firmly favouring Refuse right now. The frag's finally coming in. It's so gritty. Hype does manage to get the kill in a 3-on-4 situation. It's really not looking too good. Pal with the AWP does find one, but trade is straight back out with X's onto XFB. As you say, he has been a very strong stand-in so far, but they just can't make it work. The frags come in, rain down, and take down the remaining UFrag players.
Yeah. Indeedy. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Oh, you betcha. Yeah, Team Refuse right now finding their way back into it. They have to oil up those stiff joints, try and get a little bit more organic once again, because UFrag were bodying them in terms of their actual dynamic style of play. They had no real idea on how to counter it. Mike, unfortunately, not being able to land that AWP shot to kick them with a jump start into this round, but the rephase comes out, and somehow Exodus doesn't even attempt to fight back there. He had the AWP in his hand, but Mike was just too fast, bodying him and giving them a little bit of an easier ride throughout this round.
Yeah, for sure. Refuse. I'll take any advantage they can get right now. Wait, what? Oh, I was really confused. Don't worry, I'll tell you what I was confused about in a minute, but it's all good. Ah, shit. Just playing with the smoke. He's going to get caught out by the man up on high. That's Nasal's. Naxal, as if he takes him down in the end. He equals it back out into a 4-on-4 situation. And so far in this overtime, Ash has been, well, in the first round he was pretty decent. I'll give him that, but, you know, not massive numbers. It is MRR 3, what do you expect? At the end of the day, there's Camille now, just trying to get the nice little easy frag. Not going to work out for him, and finally Powell shuts him down with a nice 2k. Powell is going big right now, as Yoshi runs onto the site, finds a frag, leaves just more easy left alive. Left alive. And how many rounds do you need to win this? 4? Is it 4 rounds for the easy win?
Yes, yes.
Doesn't seem like many.
Well, that's kind of the point. Like, otherwise it just takes ages. But anyway, yeah. So basically, right now, Refuse need to win this round, right, to take it into double OT. If they do not, UFrag have won the game. They've taken the first map, which obviously is Refuse picks as well, and we saw how effective they were earlier on. And Cash and Exodus, he does not want to allow them to take this map. Gets the first frag. But UFrag have won the game. They've taken it. So congratulations to Team UFrag on winning the first map there. So we will be moving on to the second map. That's just great. Thanks, probably one of the polls. Probably one of Refuse for changing the map, I imagine. Or maybe Pal. I think Pal's done that to me before in the past. So thanks either Refuse or Pal for changing the map